Hello and welcome to Goals Galore and welcome to my match week 37 predictions for the Championship. If you want to enjoy this round of predictions, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into another round of predictions. We begin at Hillsborough where it's Sheffield Wednesday hosting Leeds United. Both sides won last time out, and starting off with Sheffield Wednesday, when we look at that relegation battle, I really do think they can pull clear. I think Roll has done an incredible job since coming in there. Absolutely incredible. He keeps them up. And, you know, it's definitely realistic now. They're in the mix to stay up. As for Leeds United, of course, got back to winning ways last time out against Stoke. They need another win here. And I'm just going to edge them to win 2-1 away from home here. Moving on, we go to Cardiff hosting Ipswich. Another two sides that both won last time out. But in this one at the Cardiff City Stadium, only one winner can come out on top, of course. Cardiff beating Huddersfield last time out. Another 1-0 home victory for them. Another 1-0 victory, I should say, sorry. And for Ipswich, of course, another incredible game for them where they beat Bristol City 3-2 in the end. Absolute thriller of a game there. In this one, though, Ipswich are away. But they're still as good on the road, of course. Kiefer Moore against his former side. And I think Ipswich get the 3 points in a 3-1 victory in Wales. Moving on, it's a huge game at the bottom end of the Championship. It's Blackburn hosting Plymouth Argyle. And in this one, both sides need to win. A point doesn't really help either side out. But I have gone for a 1-1 draw in this one. It does seem to be the popular result since John Eustace has taken over at Blackburn. Of course, it was a 1-1 draw midweek with Millwall. Doesn't really help either side out. But Blackburn, you look at the squad, you do think it's probably a bit too good to go down. But then again, of course, that doesn't keep you in the Championship. As for Plymouth Argyle, I really do worry for them at the moment because looking at the drop zone, I think Rotherham are gone. And then you look at Stoke and Sheffield Wednesday, the other two sides in there at the moment. And really, I can see them surviving, but then the teams above them, all of them, I feel will stay up as well. So honestly, it's going to be very interesting to see who survives, but I am worrying a little bit for Plymouth at the moment. In this one, though, can't separate them. 1-1 at Ewood Park. And up next, we go to Hull hosting Leicester City. And in the reverse fixture, of course, Hull got the better of Leicester at the King Power with a 1-0 win. Liam Delap getting the goal in that one. In this one, though, I can see Leicester making it 2 wins, back to winning ways last time out at the Stadium of Light. And I think they'll win here again at Hull this time, 2-0 away from home. Hull, bit lucky midweek with that handball Ozan Tufan goal against Birmingham. But of course, the EFL, you always get a bit lucky from game to game. Moving on, we go to the Den and it's Millwall hosting Birmingham. Birmingham are in trouble. And so are Millwall, but recently Millwall have been on the rise. I think it's 3 wins now since Neil Harris has taken over at Millwall. Actually done a pretty good job so far, I think it's fair to say. Whether he'll stay in charge next season is to be unknown at the moment. But of course, he's putting in a good word for himself on the pitch because he's, you know, getting the results and hopefully, for their sake, keeping Millwall in the Championship. In this one against Birmingham, who have a lot of winnable games coming up, but they just need to win them because recently they have been slipping down the table. And when you look back on that decision to sack John Eustace when they were 6th in the Championship, yeah, the board's going to be hiding behind the sofa for that one. In this one, though, I'm going to back Millwall for a 2-1 win at the Den, just about to win it. Moving on, we go to Norwich, taking on Rotherham. Now, Norwich started really well against Middlesbrough midweek. Of course, then the red card completely changed the game and they couldn't hold on for the win or even a point in that one. As for Rotherham, it's ugly. It is really ugly and it's not... you know, if I was a Millers fan, I'd be absolutely fuming. I watched the game against Coventry midweek and Ellis Sims scored a hat-trick, but I don't think any of his goals really were good. Maybe the third one was all right, but completely avoidable goals. And I think Rotherham really just going to start planning now for next season in League One. Hopefully we see them back in the Championship very soon. I do like Rotherham. It's just they always seem to come up, go straight back down. Of course, they stayed up last year, but it looks like their fate is all but sealed this season. In this one, Norwich to get back to winning ways, 5-0 at home. Up next, we go to Preston, hosting Stoke. Huge game. Preston, of course, didn't play midweek because the Southampton game got called off. As a Stoke, lost to, of course, Leeds United away from home. In this one, it's going to be a huge game for both sides. I can see it going either way, but I'm just backing Preston. They've had a week rest now from their last game, and I think they're just about to get the 3 points in a 2-1 home victory here at Deepdale. Moving on, we got QPR hosting Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, could they be on for a late playoff push, of course, coming from behind to beat Norwich at home last time out. In this one, they travel to QPR, who, incredible style to get that late equaliser against West Brom. Cracking game, that one. Did predict it, 2-2. Got to get that in there. In this one, I can see another thriller at home for QPR, and they're going to win this one 3-2. I think Cifuentes has got them playing incredibly well, and he also deserves a lot of credit if he keeps QPR up this season. 3-2 win for the hosts in this one. Up next, we go to Southampton hosting Sunderland in this one, in the reverse fixture, of course. I do believe Sunderland absolutely hammered Southampton earlier on in the season. This time out, though, Southampton back at home, and they should have been at home midweek, but of course a fire broke out near St Mary's. Hopefully no one got injured or hurt in that one, of course. At first sight, I thought it was actually the stadium on fire. That would have been absolutely incredible and devastating as well. But in this one, moving on to the football, I think Southampton will get the win. 2-0 at home in this one. Off the Vicarage Road, the visitors are Coventry. And as I mentioned on Coventry, when talking about Rotherham, of course, they put 5 past Rotherham, but it could have easily been avoided. But, you know, from Coventry fans, they won't mind that. But the quality of goals wasn't anything incredible. But, of course, a win's a win and goals are goals. And they win games, of course. But in this one, away to Watford, of course, I just seen my team play Watford. And first half, they just looked really tired. They didn't really know what they were doing. It's like there were 3 different sections of the pitch between defence, midfield and the attack. It just didn't look like it was a proper unit performance in the first half. Second half, they all looked a lot more intertwined. They all knew their roles and what to do. So if they start like that against Coventry, I think they make it very difficult. But Coventry have got a lot of quality in their side. I particularly like Haji Wright at the moment, and I think he'll bag in this one as they win 3-1 away to Watford, who haven't won at home since late November. A very long time since they've won at home. Off to the John Smiths, it's Huddersfield hosting West Brom. Huddersfield defeating South Wales last time. Well, West Brom couldn't get the 3 points over the line away to QPR. In this one, it's going to be a thriller. West Brom, of course, looking to secure a playoff place. And, of course, Huddersfield this season trying to stay in the league. We've been saying that for them for the last few years, of course. They really do need to start becoming a lot more stable in the Championship. But of course this season, half the league are in a relegation battle at the moment. In this one, I do think West Brom get back to winning ways, 3-1 away from home. And the final game to predict is Bristol City hosting my team Swansea. It's only a derby on derby days. I really don't think it's one of those big ones. As I say, every time we play each other. Earlier on in the season, of course, Bristol City won this one 2-1. We started the first 10 minutes really well, completely collapsed. Last time out for Bristol City, it was a very convincing performance away to, of course, Ipswich. And for the Swans, it was a decent first half performance against Watford. Second half as well, we created a few chances, just really couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. In this one, I can see a draw playing out here at Ashton Gate, 1-1 in this one. Well then guys, they are my predictions for Match Week 37 in the Championship. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one very soon guys. Take care. Goodbye.